we'll see Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals taking on Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Cincinnati Bengals. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here we go with the Packer offense, guided by their decorated QB with a long list of Pro Bowls and other accolades next to his name, of course. Aaron Rodgers leading the way.
There have been very few quarterbacks in the NFL who have been as consistent throughout their career as Aaron Rodgers. He's been good for so long, and we've seen no decline in his skills. His accuracy and arm strength continue to elevate the talent around him, and his in-game mistakes, few and far between.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Rodgers. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Rodgers now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And they work this well upfield across the 45. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The leg work there getting him the first.
I'm not sure he falls under the category of mobile quarterback, but he's athletic enough that if you don't keep your rush lanes intact, he finds a way to hurt you.
As coaches like to say, I wouldn't call him a burner, but enough there in the tank. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that is is incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a fourth down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep, Trent Taylor. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
Mike 5'9". It's our field. It's our field.
First down, here's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. The end result, 21 yards.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Can. 180. It's a hot.
59.
It's a hot.
A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Come to our world. We want it.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Here we go.
The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
You like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this
Packer pressure, and down he goes. It's Preston Smith. He gets the sack there. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now it's Burrow. Steps away to his left. He will find his man Chase complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Jonah Williams, former first-round pick, the guilty party. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
There you go. 59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Burrow will throw. He'll get this out to his running back, Pirine. It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Fourth down, out comes the punter, Drew Chrisman. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Get that quarterback, D-line.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10.
57. Mike, 57.
Rodgers going to throw. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Hey, 258.
7. Here we go, here we go.
57's Mike. Mike, 57. Hey.
Let's get off the
First
field,
carry
Pete.
now for A.J. Dillon. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
318.
Night, sweetheart.
57.
Rodgers now on first down. Complete. This is Lewis. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
319.
7's the Mike.
Double dog. That's the way.
We're scoreless after 1. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a second down and 2 coming up.
Know your job. Tight end right.
4 down. Check. 4 down.
Throwing is Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
58.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Watch the 250.
On first down, Rodgers. That's taken in by Watson. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
319.
He runs.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Now he's forced out right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sam Hubbard, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. And they tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third.
55's mine, guys. 55.
To throw, it's Rodgers.
All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after
Pass caught, it's Romeo Doubs. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on third down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
Heavy, we got heavy.
Now it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
We got to get the stop here, D. 57's the mic. 57.
2nd down and goal. Rodgers flushed out right. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Great defense there on 3rd and goal. They took away everything. Forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one could get it.
So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Crosby is good, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here, and now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals, but they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Here we go. You.
180. What is that?
Mike 7. Mike 7.
180.
Here we go again. Here we go again.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
The best starting field position you could possibly have. First and goal from the 1. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers taking it in from a yard out. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice, and that often runs you into a penalty.
On one, ready?
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Mike 7.
Get the ball.
They'll set up a throw. Forced out to his left. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
You better come home this time, son.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 27-yard line.
Here we go.
59. Mike's 59.
Here we go.
Let's go.
180.
He'll decide to keep this once more. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Let's get set. 180.
Cut. Mike 7. Mike 7. Get in the weight room.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mike 7. Go. Go.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
You better be afraid of me.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning.
Here we go. Back. 180. 180.
On 2nd down at 4. Burrow got a man open. It's Chase. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 29-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Here we go.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
180. 59.
Check. 59.
Now it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
On 1, ready?
And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Burrow looking to pass.
Switch.
Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll give it to Mixon, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Bengals are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Packer offense heading back for one final first half drive. And leading 10-7, they may just want to get this to the locker room. Just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. He'll complete this one to Watson. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
First down, Green Bay.
Green 18.
So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome everyone to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports halftime report. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams as they've already made their way back out of the locker room. So to bring you the story of the second half, let's get you right back out to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Hey, check.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now it's Mixon running right. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Rashawn Gary that time through the line and getting the tackle for loss.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Movement there on the offensive line. A little quick and a 5-yard penalty. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
He don't want it. 42.
Mike 7. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
57's a Mike. 57's a Mike.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Green 18.
Seven's the mic. Check tight end, check tight.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And Lazard's got it again. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route, and the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
57. Mike, 57.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
You know why this team showed up?
57's Mike. Mike 57.
To throw is Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
57's the mic. 57.
Here's Rodgers to throw. His throw incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tunyon. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Hey, check. Watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end to the left.
And again, it's Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
On 2, ready?
59, Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
Watch the pass. Mike's 5'9". Mike's 5'9".
Now Burrow on 1st down. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
Here we go. 180.
on the delay. It's Mixon. A beautiful fake. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Burrow. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be second down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Hey, boys, we got four down.
Now Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right to Mixon on the check down. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Gun. Dad. 180.
I know he ain't got it. Mike's 59.
180.
To the air again, Burrow.
Oh, here we go. Oh.
Throw left side complete to Chase. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The LSU connection, Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first.
Ready?
Mike 7. 6 man. Check curls.
What is that? Dad.
Oh, they'll try a jet sweep here with Higgins. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Here we go.
6 yards left on 2nd down.
What is that? You don't know better. Dad.
Burrow will throw. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Here we go. 180. What is that?
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's get set. Dad. 180. What is that? What's that?
Mixon will try the right side. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here we go.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Go, go, go. Mike's 5'9", Mike's 5'9".
Now it's Burrow. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
Here we go.
The offense on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Mike 7.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
So a pressure spot here for Evan McPherson. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line.
Green 18.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
From the 27, Rodgers. He'll find Aguara complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Rodgers, able to shake him off. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired, while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
57.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, it gets it over the middle to Cobb. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Complete to Randall Cobb. It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Green Bay.
Green 18.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Mike's Green 18.
57's Mike. Here we go, D. Hey, just
From midfield, here's Rodgers.
just me and you.
Flushed out right. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Green 18.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna
Rodgers now on first down. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Complete to Alan Lazard. It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Packers first down.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
Don't get it.
Throwing is Rodgers.
Watch the slant. Watch
And
the
he's
slant.
got it.
Watch the slant.
And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers hitting Alan Lazard. And the Packers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. So still time remaining here in this fourth quarter, but the touchdown there puts them back out in front.
And you and I both know that their defense will not very subtly remind everyone that they started all of this because they held firm on the last drive and only gave up a field goal. Gave it back to the offense in a tie game and said, okay, your turn now, make something happen. And they went down the field and scored.
Extra point try now for Crosby. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, first and 10 at their own 24. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
I'm gonna run.
He's hot.
7. Hey, let's get it.
Back to throw here. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal first. Now back to throw. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Here we go.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. They'll look to throw.
Watch the screen.
And that one caught downfield by Boyd. He's got room at the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 34.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's got Higgins over the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. Burrow being chased out left. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
We're gonna shut you down.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game.
Mike, 57.
Back to throw, Rodgers. Flush to his right. Open man, here is Cobb. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in what you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
Now Rodgers. That's taken in by Watson. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go, defense.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let him know, let him know. 57's the mic.
Again, it's Jones. Had a nice move, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6. Now here's a timeout, as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So the game here hangs on the right foot of Mason Crosby. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. This one fielded at the 5. Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end. But what a game all the way through.